My name's Aaron, welcome back to my channel. How are you? I'm fantastic and I'm doing really well. And today I'm viewing the Most Wanted Intense de Parfum. This is £56 for 50ml and it is £68.50 for 100ml. The notes are toffee accord, amberwood and cardamom. Do we have our bottles of the Most Wanted? Are we engaged with the higher self? Let's get testing. I love the packaging, I think it's very, very cool. So, when constructing these type of fragrances, you construct them totally differently. They have to be likable immediately. They have to be linear, which means that the fragrance does not change. It has to be cost effective and it has to be hardworking. All of those things. This has a bubblegum, sweetness, exciting, effervescent, youthful feel to the formulation based upon Isu Super and Hedion. Obviously, it's so sweet and bubblegummy. Ethyl maltol whipping through the base to give that sort of sweetness. You absolutely would have ambroxan, coumarin, acetate, dihydromercenol, linalool, ethylenol. You would construct it like that so it smells familiar, light and airy, not musk heavy. So this is going to be giving you good 2 to 4 hours on the skin before it dries down to a skin scent. I know some people out there would have this on and it would last hours and hours and hours, but I think most people would get a good 4 hours out of this formulation. Acetates, glutenates, further acetates to give elevation and sparkle. Aqueous warm materials. Aqueous warm materials are the aquanol and precyclin B and florazone. They're so important because they give a light, airy feel to a formulation. They give the feeling of air through formulation. And that is what's going on here. Ambroxan, coumarin. So the ambroxan is helping to give a dry, amber feel, and the coumarin is giving that toffee feel with the ethyl maltol and vanillin raw materials. The nutmeg is giving a spike. Nutmeg's a really nice raw material to work with. Too high amounts and it can smell narcotic and it can smell sort of Middle Eastern. Trace amounts can help give nutmeg and vanilla and coumarin work really well. Further sort of gourmand feeling to a formulation. When thinking about citruses, you need to be very clear with what you're doing when you're formulating and the percentages. Generally, when you're designing perfume, you would design the natural accord separately and then add it in, or you can work straight into it. But because you kind of, that's sort of the feeling that you're left with. The aroma chemicals give you the backbone and give you the sort of the supporting structure of it. But the naturals give you the flavor, the energy of the formulation, give you that sort of, that differentiates from other formulations. To clean up through vanillin, coumarin, ethyl maltol, lemon is amazing. And lemon can help to give that cleanness and effervescence and sharpness and top note. Mandarin is also gorgeous. There are lots of different types of mandarin, green, orange and red, I think. They're all different. And so mandarin can give a more of a woody citrus feel. I've not worked with cardamom yet, but I am working with it at the moment with cardamom and lavender within this formulation. And lavender has been used to further sweeten, just give a beautiful feel to this formulation. Onto my final thoughts. I love this. I mean, I kind of love it. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. I think it's structured so well. And I love the construction of it, the wood notes in it, the cedarwood like wood note raw materials in it. I love the acetates. I love the way the whole thing about it. They're cleaning up the formulation with grapefruit acetates, the methylpamprimose. So the grapefruit has been used to clean up and add further elevation. So I'm going to go through my final thoughts of you. This company is super professional, safe, legal, compliant. This formulation is super radiant. Not the greatest longevity on me personally, but the projection is kind of awesome. I know on everyone it's going to be very different, but for 50 quid you can apply it a few times through the day. I love it. I think it's absolutely gorgeous actually. I love sweet fragrances. I love the way this is. It makes you sort of, it makes me feel quite giggly in my head and stupid. So I kind of think this is a good going out fragrance. I think it's a younger demographic. I know sweeter fragrances, women like sweeter fragrances on men. So I imagine if men are going out, I think they will get attention from women from this. I kind of know that from what we've been testing in the factory and what we've been developing. We're doing lots of development and this sort of thing I know is going to, women are going to love it on men. It's a little bit in the same vein as the 1 million line, which I reviewed in Mexico, which I kind of thought was excellent, strong perfumery. This is less intense, and whereas 1 million is so intense and so strong and a bit clawing, this I think's been structured very beautifully actually. The price is kind of what getting me. It's like £50 for 50ml. So I'm going to mark, say, a 9.5 out of 10. I love it very much, but I would love to see the longevity improve slightly. That's it. That's it. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. I love it. I can thoroughly recommend it. If this had just more longevity on the skin, if this was like a wall of fragrance for a lot longer, it would get a 10. But purely because it's lacking in that area for me, I'm going to mark it 9.5. I can thoroughly recommend this. I think it's absolutely gorgeous, and I think it's a fun fragrance. So love that review. Thumbs up and subscribe. More fascinating, interesting content, lots of moving hands, and lots of fragrance reviews. Hope you're staying safe and well. See you soon.